Nearly a week after a revealing report showed that 51 bridges in New York are at risk of being washed out by flooding, President Obama makes his first visit to Westchester County to call on Congress to rescue Americans' roads, bridges, and ports. The president stopping by the Tappan Zee Bridge, which is in dire need of replacement after being constructed 6 decades ago. The president is asking Congress to pass a transportation bill this summer or risk jeopardizing hundreds of thousands of ongoing highway and transit projects and nearly 700,000 jobs.
We could make the decision easier for businesses to locate here in the United States, here in New York State, if we do a better job rebuilding our roads, rebuilding our bridges, upgrading our ports, unclogging commute times. The alternative is to do nothing and watch businesses go to places that have outstanding infrastructure. Now, behind me is the old Tappan Zee Bridge, longest bridge in New York and one of the busiest bridges around. As any commuter will tell you, it is crowded. It carries a lot more traffic than when it was built back in 1955. At times you can see the river through the cracks in the pavement. Now, I'm not an engineer, but I figure that's not good. Workers are building a replacement, the first new bridge in New York in 50 years. It's called the new New York Bridge, which is fine as a name, but for your next bridge, you should come up with something a little more fresh. So today, we're releasing a new plan to apply the same strategy to other major projects all across America. We're announcing 11 more projects to accelerate, to get moving faster, from Boston South Station to Pensacola Bay Bridge to new light rail projects north and south of Seattle. We're cutting bureaucratic red tape that stalls good projects from breaking ground. We're launching a new national permitting center to implement these reforms. We are aiming to put every major infrastructure project on a public dashboard so everybody can go online, track our progress, hold us accountable, make sure things are coming in on time, on budget. Make sure your taxpayer money is being used well, but also make sure that we're putting folks back to work rebuilding America. That's our goal.
And earlier today, Congresswoman Nita Lowey, who represents Westchester and parts of Rockland, she spoke out to RFL about the severity of investing in both our bridges and roads.
Right now, people should be thrilled that we're investing in infrastructure, we're building the new New York Bridge and creating jobs which strengthens the economy in the entire region. I was thrilled that I was able to get that $1.6 billion loan. Now I'm working to get additional resources so we can keep those tolls down. But as the president said, the Republicans don't even want to fund the Highway Trust Fund. They want to decrease the money for investing in infrastructure. I've always worked across the aisle in a bipartisan way, and I'm hoping we can build a spirit of cooperation and bipartisanship so we can fund not only this project with additional fund, but other projects across the country. Because remember, investing in infrastructure, roads, bridges, highways, creates jobs. This is what it's all about for the future, a strong economy.
As many may know, Lowey helped secure federal funding to expand road and highway projects in both Haverstraw and Chappaqua. All right, when we come back, we will stay in Westchester County, but we'll get into a different form of politics. That is where campaign season kicked into high gear today for the New York Republicans. We'll have a complete report coming up from our senior political correspondent, Andrew Whitman.